Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Going to show you a Burris that I bought recently, and full disclosure, I bought it. I did not receive this. I do not receive anything. But as you can see, it's the RT-6 1:6x24 LPVO, something I never thought I would end up buying, but I felt a need for it for this AR. I'm going to be hunting deer with this down here in Texas this year, and I really wanted to use my AR for that, and so I figured this was a good alternative to putting a bigger, heavier scope on there and spending tons of money for something that I didn't really want. And so these are easy to move. If I don't like it, I can resell it, whatever. Before you ask, it is a Monstrum scope rail, so it's not a high dollar rail. I took the turret off here for some reason. I can't remember why, but the turrets are not good. The feel and sound of them are horrible. However, once you set zero, this is not made to keep changing. And so I don't really see that as a drawback. Cap them, leave them alone once it's zeroed. It's not really that big of a deal. Overall, the fit and finish of this thing is pretty sweet. I feel like some care was taken. It's made in the Philippines. It's not Chinese. The rotary piece here is nice. The fin is wonderful. You can remove it by taking that set screw out. You can move it to any other recessed portion of that ocular adjustment piece, whatever it's called. I have no idea what it's called, but I really like it. This is not a high mount. I think the center line on this is like 1.5. I may end up getting a bigger one or taller one. So here you can see a precursor to the reticle, which I'll show you later. The center horseshoe is illuminated, and you can see it during the day pretty well. A little more than daylight visible, not red dot like aim point bright though, which it shouldn't be. And so there it is on the AR. You'll see in a second I'm going to be moving it around and aiming through it. This will be the first time I have done so since putting it on the rifle. And I don't know, maybe the height is off just a little bit. I'm not a big user of LPVOs, so I'm not real accustomed to them. I used to make fun of the really high 1.9 mounts and things, but as you can see here, I've got to either raise the rifle up to where it's barely on my shoulder, or I've got to put my head down, or a combination of the two, what I guess would work. But I feel like a slightly higher mount might be in order. To turn the magnification lever, it's stiff-ish. And I'm not saying that as a ding on it. I think it's the appropriate amount of tension on that. I don't think it's too stiff at all. I think it's stiff enough that it's not going to accidentally move. The eyepiece here moves nicely. It's nice and stiff. Again, I like that. I want it to be stiff. I don't want it to move accidentally. So you can see where the lever is as you rotate it around. Like I said, though, you can move it. It's just if I'm right-handed, I have to reach over the top of the scope to grab it with my thumb. One piece up from center, I guess, best description would be best to pull it over. So logos and graphics they're pretty good on here. They're not so bad. And so I have not used this yet. I've not shot this yet. I've not zeroed this or anything like that. And so not a big deal. I wanted to show you the reticle, so let me show you how I'm going to do this. I set it down on my workbench, just the upper. I took the bolt carrier, all that good stuff out, and I was going to use the house across the street, since I'm totally safe here, and kind of show you, hey, what's it look like? And then my neighbor comes home. So here's a reticle in a different neighbor's house. Wonderful lady. So this is a very usable reticle. It is not blurry like you're seeing in this. This is the first time I've tried to video through a scope. My camera's stationary on a tripod, and I'm having to move this around. It's not easy. So these guys that get good reticle shots through their cameras, good job on you, because this sucks. I don't have a rig for it, if you will, but the reticle is very usable. It is a second focal plane, so the reticle size never changes, which I like for an AR. If it's a precision rifle, no. For an AR, for a hunting rifle, second focal plane all day long. Subtensions, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, and the tip of the rod that goes straight down is 600. Won't be shooting it that far out of a 12-inch, but as you can see here, that reticle does not change, and I like it. But that's about all that there is for this review, and I just wanted to throw that out there for you guys and let you see what I got. More of a review coming, and more details coming on usability. And so with that, stay tactical.